When I'm in the water, my mind is very quiet. The silence I enjoy the most because I'm autistic. I get sensory overload big time, but with swimming, I just feel the water around me. Water's your best friend when you work with it. And in swimming, I have found my friends, my place, my tribe. And that's where I belong.
Morning, Bailey. How are you?
You?
Yeah, I'm good.
My name is Bailey Conlon, and I am 16 years old.
What we're going to do today, we're going to work on your technique. Yeah. You know how we've been talking about crossing over with your arms? That's going to be the main focus. You go.
I've been swimming competitively for about 4 years. My first competition was with Special Olympics in Te Awamutu. But now I'm trying to cross over and to be a Paralympian. So coming up, I have Paraswim camp in Rotorua.
You have your hands like this, and you have them quite tense. Relax.
Yeah.
Fingers through the water. Feel the water. Pretend you're walking with your fingers through the water, like that. All right, off you go.
I have been diagnosed with autism and ADHD, along with a venous anomaly at the back of my head and left-sided hemiplegia. So my left side is a lot weaker than my right. Being autistic, I process things differently in my mind.
Buggerlegs, can you come and help me with dinner, please?
Yep.
Thank you. Check and see what we need. Utensils and pans and everything. Bailey is incredibly loyal. He is dedicated and committed. He's different, but I wouldn't have any other person other than Bells. What does it say?
Season heat oil.
When Bailey was 4.5 years old, he was diagnosed with autistic spectrum disorder, and with the cognitive assessments that have been administered over the years, he has the processing and global developmental delay. When it comes to processing a number of different instructions, he needs them to be chunked and in small doses. Okay, so what utensils do you need to help you stir fry the prawns?
I don't know.
Okay, have a look in here. All right, so which of those utensils do you think you're going to use?
This one?
Yeah, or this one. Bailey was born in Johannesburg in South Africa. Right. He was my first child, and I didn't have an experience of developmental milestones and how they react and respond. His first 2 years was at home. That world was calm. But when he started at preschool, he started showing behaviours that he wasn't coping with change. He wasn't coping with noise. He just really struggled to socialise.
When I was younger, I would yell, scream, stamp my feet, jump up and down.
And he kind of like didn't get invited to many birthday parties because he was the child that hurt other kids or screamed and had meltdowns. And it wasn't until Bailey received his diagnosis, the agencies got involved and they offered strategies to support Bailey.
But when I'm mad now, I find some place calm, just a little bit and away from everyone, and just like breathe. I think I don't hang around people because I don't know what to do when I'm around them. Like some of their social cues of like they're joking, and I misinterpret facial expressions big time. I can misinterpret someone's normal face for being quite upset, quite stern. I feel like people are going to pick on me for that.
Bailey has had some really difficult experiences at school. He felt that he just didn't have a place and didn't fit in.
Back in 2017, I was in a very dark place. I was just dealing with stress and depression. I felt misunderstood. Basically having negative thoughts about life. I just didn't want to be around anyone. And then I find swimming. It's given me the routine that I needed in something to work towards outside of school. Not many people get the chance to represent their country. I mean, obviously you have to be committed if you want to achieve something.
I never have to wake him up. He gets himself up, he gets himself ready, and he goes off to swimming, rain, hail, shine.
At about 4:45, and I go to the aquatic centre to train. I do that every day.
He's completely and utterly committed, and that has helped with his schoolwork. It's helped with the building of friendships and relationships. It's helped with his socialization.
Morning.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Right, you reckon it's going to be hard today?
Sure.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. But you guys gonna do this set here, you're gonna do it twice. You do 100 freestyle, 100 form stroke, 25 drill, 75 swim.
Hank is my coach. He knows my cues and my pros and cons, and yeah, we have a good connection with each other.
Zeeland and Bailey, I want you to focus on making that connection with your head. Training an athlete with intellectual disabilities, it takes time how they communicate back, how they understand processes of how swimming works. I know that someone like Bailey, he processes things different. So if I give them multiple things to do in a training, in an exercise, he might remember one or two. Often it's the last one or two, and it's just part of his process. I know the moment he walks into this complex, he's a different kid. This is his happy place. This is where he can be who he wants to be.
I definitely hope to compete in the Paralympics one day.
You right?
At the end of this week, I'm going off to the S14 Paris Swim Camp. It gives me a good opportunity to shine. Also the chance to make good friends.
Hey, Bugger Legs.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
Have you got everything ready?
Yes.
Have you got deodorant?
Yes.
Are you sure? Cool. Are you excited about Paracamp?
Yes.
What are you most excited about?
Just meeting their mum.
The rationale behind the Rotorua Paraswimming Camp is to prepare our athletes for competing in the Virtus Asia Oceanic Games in Brisbane. It's the largest gathering of athletes that have an intellectual impairment. So it's about mixing with a team of people that you don't necessarily know very well in a bunking situation. You know them on the pool deck, you know them in the water, but you don't know their sleeping patterns and habits. Do you have your pajamas?
No.
Oh dear. We're going to have to put some pajamas in there, buds. Best you get those. I don't think your mates are going to enjoy you wandering around butt naked if you don't have pajamas.
I don't think that'll be...
No.
Here we are.
Done and dusted. All right.
So this is the longest camp of the year. So it's going to be everyone in the S14 power team. Hey.
Hey, Bailey.
Oh, hey, Bailey.
What's up?
Hey, Asher.
Hey.
There's one guy, Asher. I'm looking forward to being able to train with him.
So, Bailey,
Yeah?
any hopes for training?
I just hope we get to work on technique. Hope we get to do dive starts.
I'll still be on that one.
Okay. Show off. Asher is quite quick. We just both know what it takes to break a record. And that's what makes us good friends. We both think alike. We both have similar goals.
I've been beating you all the time in training.
Yeah, training. That's training, not racing.
I think I'm rushing. Little bubble to have a little bit of a glide.
This camp's a bit of an opportunity to bring together S14s. This is a big meaty camp to get them working hard morning and night, but also seeing how they react to it and how we can structure the week and the sessions to be appropriate for them. Today we'll do some time trials and we are going to surprise them with what races they're going to be doing. S14s are a classification of people with an intellectual impairment. They've got limitations with their functional and adaptive areas where it affects them socially and their practical skills.
Your skull is quite fast. 1, 2, 3.
Intellectual impairment used to be involved in parasport years ago, and then there was a bit of a shortfall in terms of the classification system. So it was taken out of the Paralympic program, and now it's back involved in a few parasports, swimming, athletics being a couple of them. And yeah, it gives them a pathway through to the Paralympic Games.
Okay,
Max, Riley, fast as you can, all right?
take your marks. Okay, Kuda.
Cam's been motivating us, and he's taught us a few things. So I think the key skills we're all going to work on is just like our attitude in swimming.
Your kick on the water.
Bailey's really grown over the last few years. Just starting out, just getting him to race, had its own challenges, but then moving into a more competitive space and sort of picking what are his strengths and what are his strong races and things like that. And Henk, as coach, has really been able to work with him and harness some of his positive attributes in terms of self-critique.
The bad news is we're going to do some racing. We're going to tell you guys in a second what you race. You don't have a choice. Take your marks.
The races that they're doing are based around what races they don't have qualifying times for the Virtus Games in November.
Work hard, push each other. First 100 time. 400.
Bailey's pretty good at freestyle, longer distance sort of stuff, but not quite ready to do a 400 IM, I don't think. He'll need a bit longer to work on that butterfly leg, otherwise he'll be toast after the first 100.
Okay, get ready.
The thing I enjoy most about racing, we all have that competitiveness inside us. The moment we hit the water, who's doing what better? I'll admit that Ash is better than me at backstroke, breaststroke and butterfly, but I think I have him on the freestyle.
One chase up. Nice boys, well done.
This group of swimmers are fiercely competitive. Like, people who do sport generally are competitive, but they don't outwardly say it. Whereas these guys are saying, I want to beat you, but they're not saying it in a nasty way. It's purely just verbalising how they're feeling at that time. But I just love how the friendship side of it just comes in as soon as they've touched the wall. Happy days, best mates again.
I want the ones with the pool boys on this side. I want the ones without the pool boys on the opposite side. When I say heads, your hands go on your head. When I say knees, your hands go on your knees.
I hate to lose. When I don't win, I feel a little bit disappointed.
Are we ready? All right, knees, head, knees, head, hips, knees, head, go. Are we ready? All right, knees, hips, knees, hips, head, go.
I touched it first.
In sport, what comes with the territory is disappointment and failure. With our S14 swimmers, sometimes they have a hard time dealing with the emotion side of things, and whether that be because of an outcome and because of whether losing, it might be someone said something to them. So we're trying to do some stuff around how can we manage disappointment and sort of their emotional response. Grab a seat, team. What I'm wanting us to talk about is to continue our conversation around what is more than winning for you guys. Forgetting about outcomes, so forgetting about your times or not qualifying for an event or having equipment break. What do you enjoy about swimming? How does it make you feel when you're swimming? You say it makes you forget your problems.
Yeah.
Is it that you enjoy achieving something?
Achieving.
Do you like that about it?
Yeah.
So Riley's written down there that she gets disappointed in swimming with times, goggles and dive starts. So what is more than achieving a time or winning a race is that Riley likes learning and you like improving.
If there was anything in the world that I would do for the rest of my life, it would probably be swimming. Even if I'm retired from racing, I'll still be swimming. Because I have found my friends.
Bowles, do you want to share with us what you've got?
Well, mine's just not making times in DQs. That's just a negative that I've had. The positives of swimming is just moving through the water and practicing and improving on technique. And friendship. I think friendship is the biggest thing.
I think that's really big for you. You've made some really good friends in the...
I think that's the biggest thing for all of us, is friendship.
Nice one. On that note, I think we dance our way upstairs for dinner.
Go right, go right.
You're on the right.
We're doing Wakahama.
You can hop in now. No. I don't know where I'm going. Just pedal backwards, team.
Hiking out towards Kawaha Point and back.
3, 4, 5.
We teed up with the local Wakahama club to get all our boys and girls into a waka and go for a paddle and learn about the waka. Coordination can sometimes be a bit different. Learning new skills and new patterns can be challenging for these guys. I think just it's important that we connect with the land and understanding, the whenua and where we've all come from. So it'll be cool to see how they go.
The seat I was in was the powerhouse, and I was bringing on the power in our team.
Come on, team, let's go. Let's bring it home. Let's bring it home.
When you did your last 15 speed work, I was hoping that you guys focused on when you pass the flags, you put your head down and you finish at the wall with your head down, right? That is a really crucial little aspect in your relay changeovers.
We'll be practicing a lot of relay starts. I know for sure that the relays is the main focus of this camp, because it's our first time having a relay team. We'll have an A team and a B team, so I'll be in the A team, probably swimming as the anchor leg.
Don't go yet. Wait. Go. Go. These kids normally don't do relays. Changeovers in relays is really important to understand that they can actually move on the blocks rather than be really static. And kids love relays. I get the best out of them this way. It's really good. All right. Go.
The challenges for relay changeovers is just the timing of things. Timing our dive and our changeover. The thing I enjoy most about the relay, you have your teammates behind you, you're cheering them on, the crowd's going complete and going nuts. And then at the end of the day, if you don't win, you've just had fun.
Yeah, go Dave. They're gonna be so tired tonight. That's beautiful. I hope so.
How you finding the camp so far?
It's going great.
Nice to have a whole group of you guys all working towards the same thing.
Well, it's just nice to have an entire, to be part of a team that's going to go overseas.
Thinking of you too, Bowes, it blows my mind to think back to, 3 or 4 years ago where you were at in your personal life and in your swimming life, right?
Yes.
How does it make you feel looking back that far?
Whenever I get the time to look back, I just think, wow.
Yeah.
It's only been 4 years of racing, and I've come this far. Going from just that 12-year-old boy who wanted to be able to just get a gold medal to someone who wants to set goals.
I think you as a person though as well, mate, has grown a lot in that time.
I think I've matured.
I think Bailey's a really good example of someone who's found themselves in sport. In school, you're not always going to be good, so to find something that you're good at and that you feel that sense of achievement, I think is really important to give you just some confidence, right? And when you rewind to where Bailey's come from to where he is now, it's incredible, really.
I am the proudest mum. I often tell Bailey that he is my biggest achievement and that I am super proud of him all the time. The options for Bailey are as wide as the ocean. He might take a little longer to get to where he's going, but he can do it.
Nice, boys, well done.
I think my ultimate end goal would be get to Paris and just being able to have reached out to more swimmers, because I see that outside there are tons of people like me who have autism and ADHD that have potential in swimming. I'm very proud of myself. 6 years ago, I was scared of stepping out of my own comfort zone. But now I am in this sort of position as a record breaker, and I never thought I'd be there and achieving this sort of stuff. So yes, I am proud.